Hello everyone, Don't Fear the Hero back with another timeless gameplay video. Um, this deck is something I've been kind of brewing up. This is my first iteration, might as well record a couple of matches with it. It's a black-green land destruction deck, so basically what you're trying to do is get Strip Mine out, get Icetail Explorer on the field, and just get rid of all of your opponent's lands. Something that you're going to run into with this deck is that there are a lot of 1-drops, so Chalices on 1 will actually be pretty good against you. In the sideboard, that's why the Abrupt Decays are in here. The sideboard have a bunch of different things for different matchups, for things that are able to get under, basically, the Strip Mine. As well as like some combo hate, some Planeswalker hate, and actually something I wanted to add in here. If I have it, which I'm not sure if I have it or not. Nope, I don't have any, so we can't run it. But when I get it, Carpet of Flowers is definitely something you want to run against those control decks. Blue-black is very popular in Timeless, so we'll go ahead, take this into the Timeless Best of 3, and I will see you guys on the other end. Thank you so much. Alright, we're in the queue for match number 1. Looking to try this out. I haven't really tested it out yet, because the name of the episode is The Daily Grind, so you guys get to see the weird ideas that I have and see if they work out or see if they don't work out. So we are in match 1. This seems like a decent hand. Can't play... Well, I wish it was better. Like, one more green card, we're on the draw, and then we have first turn Lotus Cobra into the One Ring the next turn. I think we could take it a little slow. Let's see what our opponent's doing. This deck isn't, like, super fast. Alright, so mono red. That's not a good side. Let's see how this goes. Okay, now we can do a first turn Lotus Cobra. It's probably gonna die. But at the very least, we will have a first turn Lotus Cobra. So let's go... Or how about a first turn One Ring? I think that's better. Let's do a first turn One Ring. Submit. I mean, you're in a busted format. Might as well do busted things. Ooh, there's one of our payoffs. We can play it next turn, too. All we need is a Strip Mine, and then we're going to go to town. So the question is, are they going... Ooh, they're playing Eidolon. Little do they know, that was probably the smallest thing I was going to play. I'll do probably an Urborg. Play this. And then play this. Start milling. That's a prime time. Yeah, they weren't expecting something so low to the ground. Or so big. Most things are low to ground in Timeless. Where, like, you're trying to get under this, so this punishes, like, a lot of the cheap spells and stuff like that, where if you're playing, like, a mid-range deck, they're not going to expect something like that. Which, we're still kind of in danger, because they can do burn spells to our faces. Yeah, like that. Faces, our face. Just like that. Okay. Yep, there's another one. See if they're gonna crash in. Okay, well, we're big enough where we can block this. Oh, it looks like they got nothing else. Well, let's sacrifice this. We'll get an underground mortuary. Little mill. Oh, there's a Strip Mine. And we're going to keep that on top. They're about to learn today. Alright, let's draw the cards first. Alright, so... I think this is a good start. Oh yeah, we're going to take some damage here. Now let's add green. We will... Oh, we're going to undo that. Professional here, after all. another green. And we will start strip mining. We're going to take 2 more damage, which is fine. Because then we're going to go 1. Green. Then a Field of the Dead for another 1. Add another green. And then we're going to play the 1 ring. Yes. We'll keep the new one. And we'll go crashing in. I doubt they're blocking. Yep. We're pretty low, though. That's one of the things here is, like, gaining life would be a great thing against decks like this, but no promises there. Alright, one of the key things on Field of the Dead, you have to have 7 differently named lands. So, add a green. Then we will play a swamp. And now we can start going with that. And I doubt they're blocking with anything on here, so we'll go in, see what they do. Yep. They're probably banking on the fact that they can bolt me out of the game because they're probably playing a lot of 3-for-1 spells, so it's whether or not they have the land in their hand. So let's see. And that's why the Meat Hook Massacres in the sideboard are going to help out a lot. Yep, looks like they're kind of stalling out here, so we might have this. And there's another aspect of this deck. I don't think I'm showing that to them. I'm going to play this, though. Enter tapped. And then we will... Now, we'll resolve that. I should have attacked first. Oh well. Interesting. So it's death then. Okay. I'm at 1. Alright, do you got it? Do you have the land and then a bolt? Nope. Alright, skin of our teeth. Skin of our teeth. We should not have won that. I don't think Thoughtseize is very good here, but these are definitely very good, and so is that. So let's bring out, that's going to be good. Let's take down, probably, it's so hard sideboarding with this deck. Let's do, we'll take down some of 1, 2. We'll do 1, 2. Well, actually, I think Lotus Cobra is not as good in this matchup, so let's take some Lotus Cobras out. We can leave 1 in, and I think we should be good. Actually, I have a feeling that will be a lot better than I think it will be, so we'll take out the Culling Ritual. Alright, let's give it a try. They're probably going to do like a turn 1 Monastery into something else. Looks like they are not happy with how things have gone so far. Ooh. Can I touch them when I'm not on the screen? No, I can't. That must be an older player, because this used to have like multiple different forms, and now they changed it because people would freeze people out of the game and time them out for those things. Hopefully they're not like currently, like if they're not currently like timing out on mobile, because that's always a pain, like where it freezes and then like you have to get in time where you're gonna rope out. So yeah, we're gonna cut this out. Well, salt is salt. So like, here's the thing. Like, I'm recording for content, so like, it is what it is. But we got the salty rope. Um, Very close game. You know, I made some greedy plays and it happened to pay off. So it's just one of those things that happens. Hopefully this isn't going to be what happens with everybody, but if it does, it does. So, Lord knows. Yep, we got our first match, guys. Alright, see you in the next one. Alright, guys, we're in in the queue for game number 2. After the first opponent basically salted rope out of there, so hopefully that doesn't happen here, or hopefully, you know, we have people that are willing to stay through this. But I cannot complain because I am the person doing this to them, so this is kind of slow. It depends on what they're playing. So, like, the Green Suns is great. I think there's better hands we can have. Yeah, so this is better. So we have a little bit of interaction. Abrupt Decay. Fatal Push. It doesn't really go anywhere, that's the only thing. But it does, like, at least interact with the first couple of plays. So I think we'll give this a try, because going to 5 is really bad. Let's get rid of the swamp. Alright. I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to play that, in case we want to do a Surveilland to sculpt out the hand a little bit better. Yorion usually is a control deck, so I don't expect this to be, like, amazing for us. Alright, Ponder. They're probably Show and Tell. So, this interaction probably doesn't do too much. Well, since they're not going to stifle me, I'll keep that. That'll catapult me ahead. And then hopefully, this is why you need those lands that are going to allow you to do other things. Hopefully that'll catapult me into better plays later. And that's one weakness of these kinds of decks, is like if you don't have the card advantage. Like that's why like Green Suns is so powerful. Yeah, they're gonna get rid of this because they know what's going to happen is once I get a strip mine, they're not gonna have any lands. Yep. Zeus is very squishy. Ooh, they got the red dragon. Where's that green? I'm colorblind. Don't judge me. Yeah, that's fine. She can die. I'll take a life. Yep. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more mana off of Prime Time. Ooh, that's exactly what we were looking for. We don't have the right mana for it. Punished. Punished. If this was a Yavimaya instead, it would have been so much better. Ooh, they're doing some sort of Wrenn and 6 thing. Okay. That's another combination I was thinking about too, is basically a red-green deck, because Wrenn and 6 is in that side, so you kind of have a lot of redundancy between like the Iced Hills and everything else. If I could Green Suns for... I think Ramunap would be a great Green Suns target right now. Alright. Okay, look. I'm stalling out. Elemental. So, oh, it's the Elemental deck! Okay. So this is like an Omnath deck, probably? Yeah. Okay, I like it. One brewer to another. There we go. There's a green mana. Are they gonna Solitude me? They might. Or are they going to tap the ring? Is that what's holding them up? Alright. Green? Let's get another green source. Green. Got no reason to swing, so we're gonna wait. Yep, there's the one ring. They think I could put in Orcish Bowmasters in the sideboard to punish people like this. It could be like a thing, but it's not really a Green Sun's target, so that's why like I'm very hesitant with that. And they're gonna just go super far ahead of us, so we're kind of on the back foot right now until we get our Field of the Dead online, which we can probably get in online next turn. Yeah. So there's that. Well, we will go ahead and sacrifice this. Get ourselves that. To a black. And then we're Fatal Flushing that. So no landfall for you. Then we're gonna get, what, 2 zombies next turn? But if they get rid of my Ice Tail, then we're in trouble. Ooh, a Delighted Halfling. Okay. Well, 1. There's the main course. Strip Mine. Then we will synthesis. What we got? We got a green, black, elemental. Probably the cavern. Do we have anything to get the cavern and then the other white source? So now they're probably understanding what's going on. I don't care if I get rid of the Lotus Cobra. But I definitely need to add some snow into this deck. I just forgot to do that. Oh look! There he is again. Math is just such a good card. Especially when you're playing elementals and everything. Yeah. They're gonna add so much mana right now. You guys didn't miss much. They got rid of Ice Tail, so we're kind of on the back foot now. How many lines I got? I got 7, so if I get rid of that, it won't be as good. Up the Beanstalk. Yay! They're all value. Like, this whole deck is value. Ooh, Prismatic Ending. I'm okay with that. That's not how I win. My win condition's already on the battlefield, so it has nothing to do with that. Ooh, that helps, though. What if I... Probably a crop rotation for Yavimaya would be good. I think I'm just gonna... Yep, we're gonna skip through the rest of this turn. So they can do whatever they're gonna do, because it'll take them a while to. Yep, they're gonna have a lot of mana. They have more than enough mana to play everything they need to. Yep. So I think what they're gonna do, they might blink some things. Yeah, that's what it looks like. They don't have an answer to anything, which is weird to me. Like, they have to have something, like a Fury would set me back a couple of turns. So there's a Yorion to draw a card. I'm surprised they haven't been doing anything related to that. So are they just going to blink everything until end of turn? Okay. They don't want to take that damage. Yep. Draw 2 cards. They got to discard because they don't have the maximum unlimited hand size. That's in a row. What are they holding for? No, they headed to save you, so... Okay, let's get to our main phase. Yeah. Thanks. That allowed me to do this. I think they're just too far ahead, so the next game is going to be more or less like trying to keep them away from this kind of mana. I think for that matchup, when they have Up the Beanstalk and everything else like that, we could probably bring in a Culling Ritual for some of that stuff. But I think like having a Thoughtseize and some other things as well would help with this as well. Because this is way far outside of like where we should be with everything. Primetime or Green Sun Zenith would be like the best thing we could get right now. Yep. Or a One Ring. One Ring would actually help a lot too. Yep. The Beanstalk. I do have this deck together. This is a really fun deck. I'll have to showcase this one. Yep. Because I will kill that Omnath, like, in a heartbeat. So, oh look, the One Ring. Let's give it a try. If they play counter spells, which could be a thing. If we get a Green Suns off of this... Ooh, that's a good card. No, let's keep chipping in. Zombies are really expendable. If we pull this out, that would be really funny to me. Yep, Fairy Time Raveler. If you bounce the One Ring, okay. That would be really funny to me. Like, I'm still hanging in there, play to your outs. Oh, they got a Field of the Dead too. Okay. I feel like instead of Delighted Halfling, you could just be playing Exploration because of how much value. That's an idea too. Yep. No damage. Cool. Take a point of damage. Never didn't have it. Okay. Well, let's play the One Ring. Much to our opponent's dismay. Yep. Oh, they're mana draining. Okay. I think that's pretty much a good game at that point, but let's see. Oh, got a subtlety too? Yeah, that's a good game. This is actually a Vexing Bobble matchup, oddly enough. Wish I had more of them though. Let's do some Thought Seizing. We'll go down. I think Ramanop is good, but I think Lotus Cobra is not good enough for this. And one more card. Probably Green Suns. Give this a try. Let's see what we got here. We're gonna play first. This is okay. I think this would be fine with me. Like, obviously it's not like the best by any means, but I think being able to do 2 fetch lands next turn would be great. So, ooh. Well, let's go ahead, shock that in. Like that, and say go. Next turn we could play Primetime. That is a thing we can do. I almost feel like in a deck like this, you can have the Strip Mines as like a backup plan, but you can also have Primetime as your main plan. Because Primetime is such a good win condition. Yep. Pass. Let's go ahead, we'll fetch. And plus, if they get rid of Primetime, I'm just going to play Ice Tail, and then, like, it sets me back 1 turn, but it's not, like, detrimental in the least. It's just whether or not they have an answer for Prime. We might be changing directions. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to strip mine their land. And they've had enough. Alright. I don't think we're really going to change much on the draw. Yeah, give this a try. Hopefully it's a little bit of a faster hand. That was a pretty fast hand for itself. I'm almost tempted with how the deck is structured to take out the Chromoxes. Just because, like, exploration into, like, if you just focus on the lands more so, it might be a better strategy for something like this. And maybe Chromox is just, like, double dipping on certain things where you already have trouble with card advantage. This is good because of the Vexing Bobble, and the first turn Strip Mine, so we can just turn 1 Strip Mine and hope that messes with their hand enough. Especially if they, like, play a land untapped. they don't play a land untapped, then what we can do is we can go pay 2 life, play the Vexing Bauble, hope they do something this turn, because if they do, we're going to strip mine it. Whatever they play. Yep. What are you going to play? Prismatic Ending? Yeah! I knew you would have to get rid of it. Okay. Well... this is a bit greedy. Actually, let's wait for their turn. Let's see what they do. Let's do a Thoughtseize. Let's see what's in your hand. Because I still have the option to go ahead and... yep. So what we're going to do... we're going to get ourselves a Strip Mine. And we are going to get rid of that. And we play a higher density of lands, so we have a 40% chance of drawing lands. Yep. Up the beanstalk. You got it. Alright, well, we're going to play our land and pass. There's nothing else for us to do. They probably have an elemental of some sort, so they could burn the elemental if they wanted to. Yeah. That's really good for them. Almost makes me want, like, Culling Rituals or something. Kind of stumbling here. We need one more land. That might have been a little bit too greedy. Nope. We're good now. Let's go ahead, pay 2 life. Play one of our 2. See if they subtlety this. Ooh, it's Endurance. Okay. I mean... it's fine with me. As soon as I get that Strip Mine, though, like, you're not gonna have a good time, buddy. It sounded way aggressive. Okay. They have to have some sort of element. They have to have, like, Solitude or something. Yeah, I knew it. So they're going to draw 2 cards off of this. This is why Up the Beanstalk is so good. Like, there's so much value behind this. I think the next deck is definitely going to be that. The only thing I don't have is, like, the Endurances for stuff like that. Ooh. Well, so you're saying there's a chance. They're definitely a heavy green deck, so like this is going to put a way bigger damper on them. Yep, they don't like this. They're not out of it by any means. They can still like Solitude something. There's Fury. There's a lot of bad things that can happen from here. I'm just controlling their lands, and they got rid of my Vexing Bauble, which is the other thing. So. Yep, there's a Brainstorm trying to hit some land drops, or, like, something to stop this from happening. And Urborg would be pretty good, because then I can stop, or Yavimaya, stop taking damage from the, Ancient Tomb. So what, they're gonna get a Swords of Plowshare? Yep. I know that. Oh, it's a Brainstorm. Okay. That's a bold move. Maybe they're trying to get a... they didn't see a way out. I like it. Alright, guys. And I think we got one of our goals after we rank up. So let's go ahead. It's going to be a pretty short video. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and do a quick... we'll do a quick pack. We'll open up a pack. Ooh, got a couple of packs for you gambling degenerates. I got some stuff to do, got some family stuff. Grandfather's 90th birthday. I can only be so lucky if I make it that far in life. So, do I want Omen? I don't really want Omen. I usually like Edge of Eternities has been like my favorite thing to open. Like I just like these way more. And I like a lot of people don't like Spider-Man. Like I like Spider-Man. I like the Soul Stone and like a lot of cool card designs. It's just not my thing. So like I love Spider-Man, but the set itself is kind of underwhelming. And I'm not just hating on it to hate on it. It's a decent set. Wizards, bringing Final Fantasy was amazing. Let's get another pack. We got a mythic out of that one, so let's get another pack. I always click on the wrong thing. Let's go over here. So let's buy another one, because Edge of Eternities. I still don't have some of the mythic lands from the set, so like really this is just me like grinding my way to that, so I don't have to spend more money. Don't really have. Ooh, well, I'll take it. Okay. I'll take a mythic wild card. There's some things I can craft with that. So, final thoughts on the deck as kind of like an outro. We only kind of seen a couple of games with it. It's not like amazing, but I'm thinking maybe cutting these and then maximizing on these things and then putting in basically things that you can tutor out. So like maximizing on your Primeval Titans because they win you the game. Something along this configuration probably is fine. Maybe even like put the Abrupt Decays in your sideboard and put like a Thoughtseize or two in here. 2 Thoughtseize in. You could even do like a mono green version of this, so there's not a lot of contention there where you're just kind of like trying to ramp into Titan and just overwhelm them. Other thing I would do, snow-covered lands. It's snow dash covered, by the way, so don't make my mistakes. Snow covered. There they are. So you do one of each. And then you just kind of go down like the extra things. I almost feel like, how many lands is that? Yeah, I feel like, because that helps you get to where you need to, so there's less contention between things. But I think it's hard with this deck. I'll have to table this because the actual construction of everything, I feel like getting rid of black and just going full lands might even be a better thing to do, because then you can even play the Karn package and just like focus on land denial the whole time. So if you get rid of this, talking myself into this, get rid of that, and just do full on this, then I think that would be a lot better. And then you can also go to Field of the Deads, or I only have, well, I can actually craft the other one now. Then I think, so we got this, got that, probably a Malevolent Rumble. No, I think maximizing on the land synergies would be way better with this. And then you can kind of get rid of some of this stuff for like a Karn package. And put, I don't know, 3 Karns in. Because Karn is also, oh, you can put 4, because you take out 1/1 ring for the sideboard. Yeah, I'll do a whole thing on this and try this out and go from there. I won't bore you guys with any more than this. But if you like me, subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff.